In this position, most people might play queen to e7, preventing the knight from jumping in and forking the queen and the rook. But Miguel Najdorf is not most people, and he finds the brilliant bishop to h2. White cannot take, because if they take, black checks with the knight. The king goes back, and black picks up the knight with the queen. So white plays king to h1. Black jumps in with the knight supporting the bishop. Here, Glucksberg decides to play f4. Miguel Najdorf rotates his queen around and places his queen on the same file as white's king. The idea being that if white does not move their king off the file, plays a3 for example, after bishop to g1, there is a discovered check. When the king takes to move out of check, checkmate is delivered. So white is forced to move the king to g2. But here again, Najdorf finds a brilliant resource, and he plays bishop to g1, sacrificing his bishop again. And white cannot take with the king because it's mate in 1, and white cannot take with the rook because it's mate in 2. So Glucksberg decides to play knight takes g1, and Najdorf gives a check, and the king moves out of the way, e5. The threat is that if white does not take, black will just push, and this is checkmate. So Glucksberg takes, and here Najdorf sacrifices another piece. Since there are no legal moves for white's king, white is forced to take. And here Najdorf checks the king, forcing it to move up because it cannot go anywhere except here. Checks again, forcing the king back. As though you've had a bit of a repetition, but Najdorf plays the ruthless f4. If white does not take, knight to f5 check and mate. So white is forced to take, and in this position, after having sacrificed not one, but 2 pieces, Najdorf sacrifices. Another piece with bishop to g4, skewering the king and the queen. Here, white has 2 options, king to e3, and the bishop takes. And Najdorf is completely winning. So Glucksberg takes. And after having sacrificed 3 pieces, Najdorf earns his immortal with the move, knight to e5 check. And again, white's king has no legal moves and is forced to take. But after he takes, the king is completely stuck, and Najdorf delivers checkmate with the brilliant, beautiful h5 after having sacrificed all his minor pieces.